Pretty impressive, the job that Dana Altman and his staff did.
22-8 on the year, 13-5 Oregon. They won their last 5 and ended the year 11-2, winning 11 of the last 13. Caitlin Reinhardt, a heat check on the wing, drifting and firing it. Stewart the recovery in the front court to Jacobs. No look. Jovanovic at the cup, trying to lay it up over Parker. Rolls off. Reinhardt another look. Extension. Bingo. His second 3.
Well, you'd like to
16-point Bruin lead.
He is so wide, Parker, that he creates that space down there as Reinhardt answers. But Parker,
that man Hamilton sails it short. Air ball.
Might be getting a little tired from scoring so much.
And that one rolls off. Count the bucket. Bruins crowd play with 6 boards and 6 assists.
We go see Steve Alford try and get guys in a little bit earlier than he normally would to rest these guys for tomorrow.
Reinhardt knocks down a jump shot. Up.
That was a nice play.
Reinhardt circles, finds a spot, and drills a 3. He can do that.
But I think getting their mojo back is most important. I don't think the seed mattered for them. They didn't finish the season the way they wanted. And I think coming back.
Shaq McKissick muscles his way up, looking for a call. Clark got a piece of it. Here come the Trojans.
Probably should have backed that one out. Went one on 2.
Reinhardt, tough shot on the. Elusive, quick, really can push the tempo, and boy, he can get into spaces, can he? He falls in line with a guy, the type of player we were talking about in the first game. Somebody that can handle the ball in space, tight places, and make a nice play.
He's one of those guards, point guards, that doesn't get everything done with his athleticism. He gets it done with his game. Change of speed, reading the regular season for Colorado, but we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes you end the regular season, guys regroup, and they say, you know what, let's go for this and put it together and make a run in the postseason tournament.
Reinhardt shifts, turns, and got the roll to lay it up and in. And there really is no comparison between the point guards. They play totally differently, don't they?
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle with Trey Holder today, though. I haven't seen him with this much shake in his game.
Where the Bruins played very well for a while, but wasn't enough to win that game.
I completely disagree with you saying that. I mean, they scored 47 points.
They played well enough for a while to be in front in that game.
They scored 47 points in a 40-minute game, please.
Here's Caitlin Reinhardt in the lane. In the top 6 in scoring and steals. It's his first basket tonight. His final game here at Pauley Pavilion. His 136th game as a Bruin. That is 5th most. Norman Powell on the attack.
We got to pass that ball, Norman. Even though it's senior night, your mom, Sandra, and your dad, Warren, are here.
Reinhardt nails a 3. And so USC by offer. Now they're going to say 2, but they will look at that.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're over your limit on Conference of Champions mentions tonight.
Why? Why is there a limit on good?
Here's Reinhardt.
Forget Rayford Johnson, who has led Special Olympics for so many years. One of Coach Wooden's all-time favorite players and friends. At Coach Wooden's 95th birthday party, oh my gosh, Rayford has not spoken to me since. I'm sorry, Rayford.
Should I ask why?
I was asked to do something, and against my better judgment, I did it.
Reinhardt hits a 3 and a foul.
Check out the new Dylan music video. The Night We Called It a Day. Phenomenal. Just released yesterday. Absolutely over the top.
Wow.
And that jumper. But the fact that Christian Velt just passed away at 51 years old, the legend from the University of Washington. Oh my gosh. So sad.
Sports Center up next. Highlights from college basketball, NBA games also.
Shots. Are they going to be able to do that?
He has started 0 of 3 from the floor. His team 0 for their first 8, and they're on defense here. Caitlin Reinhardt. He subbed in before our media timeout. Hip surgery back on March the 30th, but he was able to go with the Pac-12 delegation to China. Here's Reinhardt on the move from Jacobs and give another assist to Julian Jacobs. New shot clock for USC and a 12-point lead. It still feels like they're a bucket or 2 away from putting Washington out of reach.
Do they have the capability?
Reinhardt from Jovanovic.
Nice play, nice catch. to the baseline shooter in Koenig Drew.
Koenig Drew, the #1 3-point field goal percentage shooter in the conference. Coming in, he was 16 of 28. Point of the nose.
Well, mature of Rayleigh, not to retaliate.
Exactly right. Good point, Don. Eyes were probably watering so badly, couldn't see who got him. So what does USC do offensively? I mean, they were getting kind of what they wanted in the first 8 or 9 minutes.
You know what it is? There you go. No change of possession, 18 on the clock.
Yeah, 18 on the clock when he took that ill-advised 4 shots. Skips through, lays it up and in. Offense and make a play. Reinhardt thought about the 3, dribbled in. That is a realize that Hawkinson was the real deal. He said about 4 days of practice when he was making shots from everywhere.
Well, and the other thing is, too, though, is he might not have been ready.
It's the essence of the game. Offense wins championships, and here comes Julian Jacobs again. Keep that ball 1 dribble more to get into the free throw line area. Nice. Peyton Reinhardt, critical
from the elbow. Poked it right back to Elijah Stewart. Numbers here for the Trojans, spotting up Reinhardt. Splash. He's third in the league in that category. Langston Morris Walker missing on the move. Numbers for USC on the counter. Jacobs to Reinhardt. And there's the 2. Season, I would do that in a heartbeat.
100%. They'll play in the NIT if invited.
Reinhardt gets those feet set. And how about that roll? Just to finish that thought, both teams lost on that day. Washington has not been the same since. No. Cal took a dive as well, but they've come all the way back.
I'm going to Washington tomorrow.
Reinhardt on the move. He finishes in transition and has. And Morris Walker. Stewart again. Almost baiting the Beavs into putting it on the glass for him. And Reinhardt's given name.
I have his permission to call him Snoop Dogg.
Reinhardt hasn't made a shot yet until now, and he ties it at 30.
And it just was a life-changing experience for me. I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
By the way, one guy we should not leave out in our discussion of Pac-12 Player of the Year and Best Offensive Player in the conference is Reinhardt gets the basket just a second.
Media binge right now back in New York about the All-Star game. Magic today comes out and says, Kareem is the greatest.
Oh, it was his teammate. You really expect him not to say that? Reinhardt for 3. Good. Reinhardt starting to heat up in the defeated season.
Well, at least until their first loss.
Almost a steal by Reinhardt. And Brooks stumbled. Loose ball into the hands of Darian Clark.
I only have great things to say about Calipari and Kentucky.
Reinhardt with the basket.
Offense.
USC has made just 1 of their last 7 for the floor. Malik Martin lost it inside. Randall has it poked free, and the Trojans recover.
Right now, you see the signs of a young team having a little trouble hanging on to the ball. Turnovers have done them in before in conference play. The Trojans really have to try to get a shot each possession if they want to hang with Stanford here at Maples.
Peyton Reinhardt nails a 3.
They don't go inside. And they have cold spells like they had against UCLA, and UCLA totally took them apart over a 10-minute stretch.
They got down 22 early in the second half against UCLA as Peyton Reinhardt from the corner.
Block and maybe let the guy push him out of the way, but he ended up getting a pair of free throws simply because he tried to post up strong and be more aggressive.
Peyton Reinhardt from deep again. Though he was the coach of the rival, he still had a big impact on Johnny Dawkins. As Peyton Reinhardt spots up for a long 2. He has 11. But the flu did not go through shoot-around this morning. And they've combined for 25 at USC's 36. And Reinhardt, another space. Trojans looking for the lead. After hitting 8 threes in the first half, USC is 0 of 3 from downtown here in the second half. Peyton Reinhardt ends that drought. Bonovich to Elijah Stewart. Spins out from the corner, but kept alive by the Trojans. Reinhardt strokes it.
Pass was a little off target, but he needed to shoot that one. That was the best shot they got in that possession.
Right hand swatted away to the goaltend.
I had a lot of my freshman year. year as well coming to Stanford, but the difference is I came onto a team that had an All-American senior Mark Madsen. As Caden Reinhardt finally gets on the board. He's a good three-point shooter. He's 35%, but if you look at his stroke, when he's open, he's better than a 35% three-point shooter.
Reinhardt. And he gets off to a nice. Reinhardt taking, jumper, free throw line, and he gets it to fall.
I love watching Jordan Matthews shoot. I can watch him shoot three-pointers from the corner all night long.
Reinhardt, shimmy move, deep two, and he's starting to feel.
Right?
Fair enough.
I think we should get both technical fouls.
Trojans, you can see, really starting to heat up. Reinhardt, the left hand. What a fit. 16-5-1 over about the last 7 minutes. Reinhardt, fadeaway two. State, 3 overtime loss against Colorado. They've had some heartbreakers. Almost knocked away. Reinhardt holds on to it under 30 seconds left. 21 to shoot. Reinhardt step back, foot of the line, deep two, and he
come home playing in front of friends and family. You got to make sure you play well, but at the same time, stay focused. You know, when I played at Arizona, half our roster was from LA, so these LA trips were always kind of crazy. Everybody wants tickets, and you just got to stay focused on the game.
Caden Reinhardt gets the rollover time, and it's Utah by 11. Step back from Caden Reinhardt, and it's a 2. 17-5. Utah in control. USC really struggling offensively, except for Caden
Johnson, getting him back. And then, of course, you get Josh Scott, and if you get him back where he has enough time to get his legs back underneath him and get some conditioning work, you got a solid ball club going forward. Maybe make some noise in the second half of the Pac-12 season. You go right or left hand on you.
He's got a quick 8 already and been effective. Here's the steal. Reinhardt race to the glass, and he's up and in. Johnson cleans up the garbage and puts it home.
That was a nice move there by Johnson, moving that ball around in the air to move it, keep it away from the shot blocker.
Jacobs. Now it's Marchetti. Aggressive move, but lost the handle. Reinhardt open again, shoots another 3, and he's got it.
Oh, you can hear it.
To the rim. A little long, and Jovanovic with a hard-fought rebound.
Oh, wow, that's a man's rebound right there, right in the middle of all that traffic.
Kick out. Reinhardt for 3. He's got it. Back and puts it home.
How about that strong rebound? Deals out a little punishment on top.
He's a strong young man. He's listed at 6'9", 255.
Yeah, he's all of that.
Watching them the other day, he's a beast inside. He's only just beginning. Reinhardt from very deep, and he's got another 3. Here come the Trojans. This is Stewart. Guarded by Booker. Gets the screen. Cut off. McLaughlin wide open in the corner. He's going to launch the 3. In and out. No good. And the rebound. Here comes Reinhardt to the dish.
Back, and that's Dustin Thomas's 3rd.
Yeah.
He started off playing terrific ball early on. Got saddled with a little bit of foul trouble at the 6 at the end of that first half, and it's going to be interesting to see how he plays from here on out.
Another 3. Offense for USC in the first half.
To credit Johnson and Miller down low. Those guys have done a phenomenal job on the defensive end.
Off the turnover. Jacobs. Reinhardt forward 3, and he's got another one. Gets it to Gordon on the swing. Good steal by Clark.
He's been all over the place.
Laughlin looking to push. Reinhardt for 3. Got it!
If Ski Booker doesn't threaten the rim, I mean, the reason why Johnson got that wide open 3 is because Ski Booker is threatening the defense, and you're having him getting double teamed out in the perimeter, so somebody's going to be wide open.
Reinhardt, another 3! 2-point lead. 2:13 to go. Looking for Reinhardt off the screen. Another 3. Got it again!
No. I thought I cornered the market.
See, and you're a professional, so I feel a lot better about myself.
Yeah, no, don't mess around with this game anymore. It's for young people.
There's USC. Reinhardt thought about it. Launches. That's a 2, and it's good.
That's terrific.
Rim to a rim, and Gary Payton II put some flash on that one.
Reinhardt from way out hits it. Morris Walker from deep. Clark into the hands. Reinhardt. The drive, a nice drop in. Bouncing from the big guy. Stocktonauer lined up for a three. Nope. Luger. Petty. Reinhardt three. Whistle underneath.
4 assists for McLaughlin. And I think that's where he's made his biggest imprint so far in his game, is involving his teammates.
Reinhardt. And right out of the gate, USC.
Releasing that basketball, that's a smart defensive player.
Reinhardt from deep drills it, and USC. It'd be hard to watch your kid play. Come on, you're like, let me do something, let me do something. No, Dad, all you can do is sit and watch. Reinhardt gets the bucket.
Young leading the way from Oregon, 6 points. Jordan McLaughlin, who had a shoulder problem earlier in the year, missed 2 full games because of the shoulder injury, is back in at full strength, finds Reinhardt.
They did not locate the shooters coming back down. They're probably confused defensively, but Bassett, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the best percentage three-point shooters, he and Joseph Young, and now Oregon's going back zone.
If you're just joining us, USC fell behind 16-2 to Oregon, behind Joseph Young's offense. Reinhardt into the lane. Good little slash as he... The rebound, giving off to McLaughlin.
His baseline cut. Well, Reinhardt's got to make one of these. There we go. Caught up.
Jovanovic, a little half hook, never got straightened away. Bell lost it. Jovanovic strips it free. Reinhardt recovers, turns. He's got a 3 in his sights. Around and in. He got it off the glass.
Go John.
Turnover to the Ducks, giving USC another opportunity. Trojans down 6, 10:27 remaining. Reinhardt the catch and the 3.
Now we're down to 3.
The 3 and freshmen on this squad right now.
I believe it was Pishon, Howard, not Prishon. Jumper is good by
all day long in your waking moments.
Meanwhile, Steve Alford was trying to corral all his players to get him on the bus, and you're making Gollum and your push-ups.
Because you want to win.
Here's Reinhardt, another 3.
Elbows up is that when the other players get near you, they tend to get in big trouble.
For Verhoeven. His dad, Peter, played at Fresno State and also in the NBA for 6 years with the Blazers. Warriors is Peyton Reinhardt with the pull-up. Jason Randall back in the game with his 2 fouls for Stanford. First appearance also for Dorian Pickens. Freshman for the Cardinals, Peyton Reinhardt from deep.
Up tonight, but they don't want to see him take a hit in actual game competition on that shoulder.
Well, and I can't say enough about how good he really is. You see good steal from the double team in the post.
Peyton Reinhardt, the transfer from UN. Trojans in the midst of an 8-0 run. Reinhardt, pump fake. Can't get the shot to go, and he's there to clean up his own miss.
I would like to...
You mean on the defense player?
On the defense. I hate seeing that flop. Just because you're covering a bigger player doesn't mean you should be able to just take a flop and get a call.
7-0 Golden Bears run. Reinhardt with the runner.
Shooting? I mean, it's shooting across the board is just bad for SC.
They won't make it worse than they are. They're only 3 out of 31st.
Oh, my God.
There's Reinhardt firing. There's a 3.
Bird should be back soon.
Maybe in a week.
But I like the pieces. They've got good pieces. It's a matter of getting them playing well and playing together, finding that strength down low. They do have to toughen up, as you see.
You have to get back to your fundamentals and box out when the shot goes up.
Jacobs comes down with a rebound on the push. Into the paint, finds Reinhardt triggering from 3, and he knocked it down.
or the pass. Askia Booker chooses the dribble and then makes the pass for the nice finish.
Xavier Johnson, 6 points. Booker with 6 as well. Good balance to the Colorado attack. Leading now by 7. Reinhardt, the reverse pivot, pulls away.
Teammate open. Thomas, one of those sophomores that Colorado's going to rely on.
4 seconds to shoot on the inbounds. Reinhardt will do that and drilled it. Distributing first, look at the score second.
When he does that, I think they're really good. I think I've said this tons of times, and I'll continue to say it, but I think their success will be dictated on how well.
McLaughlin comes out there with it now, a hefty three-point try. Offensive board again by Reinhardt. He's waving people off here in the final minute of the first half.
See Verlovich back in for the Trojans. Let's see if USC can extend this lead now. It's back to 8.
This actually matches their biggest lead of the night. This is Reinhardt. Tough floater on the run.
It didn't play hardly any point at Arizona, but he translated as an NBA point guard. That's why he got drafted.
What a block by Darian Clark, and then Reinhardt. Opponents when he went from non-conference to the conference portion of the season.
You just knew them. You know, you knew guys and you knew who was going to be guarding you. You know what they like to do, and so it made it easier. You know, they were to handle those types of things.
Ryan Pearson, one of only 2 seniors on Vermont's roster, with his first 2 points. Pretty pass from Cam Ward. And right now, Vermont playing with confidence. 6-point game after they were down by 19. Here's McLaughlin, still scoreless in the second half. Reinhardt badly needed that bucket. It's a 3.
Pass stolen by Owens. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Aaron Brown slipped and fell after missing the shot. Chaz Bryant, number 3, in for USC. And Reinhardt
build around him. That's why he went and got Batten and Brown and in the infield. He felt like we didn't have enough quality players, so we're going to just start over, build with recruiting freshmen, and take a transfer like Reinhardt and get him back. That's a tough game.
No, and I assured him that's a good thing for him.
This is a tough game for USC. Come all the way across the country and play on a Sunday afternoon right before Christmas. It's
he had that shot blocked. And at the other end of the court, Owens lost the handle. Here's Reinhardt on the break. That's a little more in his element.
Good pass. And the follow won't go. My goodness. Reinhardt twisting. Stewart out there playing with 3 fouls, by the way, for SC. You're kind of waiting for McLaughlin just to take over tempo-wise, I would imagine.
Playing him off the ball some. I like that. He starts running the offense with the ball and then hands it off, and then you play him off the ball.
8 to shoot, Reinhardt. Yes.
8 to 2 run. Then Army stabilized the game, got back in it.
6-0 to start this second half for the Trojans. Boy, Reinhardt finding an extra gear here.
Another
man, oh man. 12 in a row for Army that they've missed. Reinhardt, yes.
But at the end of the day, doesn't matter. You get the stops you need in the W, that's all that counts.
Reinhardt, the friendly roll.
Not there, don't throw it.
Paddled away, and SC's got it. Jacobs, Reinhardt. Yes, and the foul. And scores, whether it's Damian Lee of Drexel, DJ Newbold of Penn State, Evan Payne of Loyola Marymount did a nice job on him.
Freshman from Etiwanda, just about 30 or 40 minutes from the SC campus. Jalen Moore comes flying in to knock that ball loose, but SC's going to pick it up.
Running on opportunity, USC.
Caden Reinhardt. He leads this team. That's his.
You can run out of makes, but it's not as easy as when you get stops and push it in transition.
First couple of games, Portland State, Tennessee Tech. SC did try to run and throw lobs, and it got a little sloppy, and they were giving up 19 turnovers a game. They've settled down. McLaughlin is starting to get comfortable at the point now.
It's a fine line between playing free and open and being disciplined.
Reinhardt hits his first 2 triples. That was probably his most difficult effort.
Hey, I'm a broken down 44-year-old, but I could probably make those layups he's getting. They are wide open right at the rim.
Collette has a game-high 13. Reinhardt has already hit 2, and now he's He's got 3 threes.
Teams, right? Just trying to prove themselves here.
Yeah, I think, again, you see your aggressive turnovers, your aggressive plays, you can live with those, but you really want to try to clean up some of the sloppy action.
Reinhardt has missed his last 10 shots, and now he hits. Evan Payne is trapped. Shot clock down to 2. Got to hurry, and they can't even get the shot off. Again, they are scoreless since there was 11:55 on the clock. 3 ball goes, and they need
basketball. With the freedom of movement calls, that's what's going to happen.
3 ball.
That's when you pop and get open.
3 ball for Joshua Spears. Native Australian with his second 3, and Reinhardt with a 2-point.
Watch that matchup between decisions. Sometimes shot selection is poor. That's been an issue for USC.
That's a good shot.
Talented kid, but you can't expect a guy to come in and be perfect, no matter how good he was in high school.
Tough off-balance shot. Goes and 1 for Caden Reinhardt. Open jumper. That one's short from Temjay Singleton. And USC clears, working on a 7-point lead.
We're going to celebrate after the game. There you go.
Win.
Well, early on, Jim, Caldwell and Jackson, they're glass eaters. You got to keep those guys off. Screen them out.
It's Caden Reinhardt.
Not being really active, going all the way to the rack. I mean, he's kind of settling for the mid-range shot when he can take it all the way in.
That beautiful Reinhardt. Reverse layup and count it. Rowan Poe couldn't get much on that side. SC with the block. Here's Reinhardt.
Again, a good passing tech. Give them all the time. Well, they turn it over. They just have not handled it well on the outside. And I thought Steve Payne said that's an area they're going to have to improve upon. That's guard play, and Reinhardt.
Right on.
You got to go under control.
Back to the top, McLaughlin. Could have been the dagger. SC gets the rebound. Reinhardt's going down. Portland State has already hit a couple of threes. In meantime, for USC, all 8 of their points have been scored by freshmen.
Look, Jim, that's also an issue with a young team. Defense. Defense is always an issue with a young team.
There's your guy, Caden Reinhardt.
There's a lot of these fundamental things that Andy Enfield's going to be able to clean up, which is going to make USC competitive throughout the course of this season. But right there, being out of position leads to the foul. Again, position fouls will kill you.
Jordan McLaughlin has come out of the game for SC. Just going to rest him up, I guess, before the run. He only has a point in the second half. A single point. Caden Reinhardt on the floor. Ivanovic with the rebound. And here's what a great broadcaster he was. Notre Dame hired an SC quarterback to be their analyst. That's all you need to know about him. Caden Reinhardt lost the defender, steps up and splashes from 16. Well, usually it's sleeping. They throw that one in too.
Making friends. I like that.
It's the biggest lead of the game for Portland State. Caden Reinhardt, SC got to score quickly, and they do there.
Rebuilding culture here, and then growing from that.
McLaughlin knocked it away, then dove on it. Gets it to Caden Reinhardt. Jacobs is open, but Reinhardt goes three.